Hello viewers, and I bid you welcome to this final preview of the 2012 Formula 1 Championship season. This time it's for the Brazilian Grand Prix from the Interlagos circuit in Sao Paulo, Brazil, where Sebastian Vettel and Fernando Alonso will battle for the right to be called 2012 World Champion. But first, a small amount of news since the previous Grand Prix. We begin with Martin Whitmarsh, who has expressed his displeasure at the way Ferrari have treated Felipe Massa since Fernando Alonso arrived at Maranello, specifically with the team orders allowing Fernando to pass and, of course, demoting the Brazilian down the grid in order to let Alonso start on the clean side of the track in Austin about a week ago. He said this because at McLaren both drivers would get a fair shake. This led to Alonso leaving McLaren after his horrid 2007 season, where he didn't expect a certain Lewis Hamilton to be a championship competitive teammate. I expect Felipe to have a lot of sympathy from the paddock, but if Alonso needs to pass him to win the championship this weekend, then the order will indeed be given. Red Bull's Sebastian Vettel is concerned about the reliability of his car going into the final race of the season this weekend. The alternator failed on Mark Webber's car in Austin, giving the Australian his first mechanical retirement in nearly 3 seasons. And with the title decider in a couple of days' time, the German is looking over his shoulder, worried that the same will happen to him. Rubens Barrichello was one of the guests at the American Grand Prix last time out, and the Brazilian stated that he was interested in coming back to Formula 1. Was this made as a joke, or was it serious? I, for one, was sad to see him not get a drive for 2012 and would like to see him back on the grid for 2013, but personally I cannot see this happening. As for the Grand Prix itself, Interlagos has been the site of many championship deciders over the past 10 years or so. It's one of the few anti-clockwise tracks on the calendar, and its somewhat bumpy surface creates setup problems for some of the drivers. However, Red Bull have been dominant here since 2010, with Mark Webber winning twice and Vettel winning in 2011. I expect that trend to continue and will predict Vettel to take pole position and the championship in style. Alonso will give it all he's got, but the mountain is too steep to climb in my opinion. It's the final race in Formula 1 for some drivers, and expect emotional scenes at McLaren with Lewis Hamilton's departure straight after the race. A number of drivers in the field this year will probably not be in the paddock next year. Charles picked Bruno Senna, Lorraine Carter-Kay and Vitaly Petrov, to name a few. So also expect certain drivers to try their very best to get in their best result of the season. So I thank you for watching this rather short edition of Formula 1 Talk, and I'll see you early next week for my review of the race. Thanks very much.